Why is Gorilla Tag so great? Wait, let me rephrase that. Why or what makes Gorilla Tag so unique? Wait, that's a whole different question. What I just did was took the simplest form of a question and made it more complex. Why? Because even at its simplest form, the question is already complex. There are so many answers. Oh, it's the game itself, the childish aspect of it, etc. This makes the question hard to answer, so I simplified it to something easier. Wait, but I thought the original question was the most simplified. Well, it is, but it isn't. I don't know, I'm going too far. Well, what makes it so unique? Well, it's many things again, but the main reason is the gameplay itself. In the game, you play as a cartoon gorilla. You only can use hands and arms to move around. You don't have legs, only arms and hands. The game actually requires you to swing your own arms around to move, the first of its kind. Most popular VR games use the joystick on the left controller to move around, but Gorilla Tag requires a real-life movements to, well, move. If you get used to these movements, you can use them to your advantage. This requires skill, making the game a skill-based game. Skills like juking, running, wall climbing, wall running, Lucio running, verticaling, branching, scaling, and more. The players who are the best at this are considered professional players. But how do we show our talent? Or why do we need the skill? Well, that comes into play in the game's game modes. There are 4 total modes, 1 non and 3 competitive. Let's start off with the first and most basic, Infection. This game mode you play, well, Infection. Runners run from taggers. If you're tagged, your fur turns into a lava texture. We call this Lava Monkey. Your goal now is to tag everyone left till there's nobody left. There is no official winner in this game, but it's said that the last person to get tagged is the winner. Also, if for whatever reason you're in an infection lobby with 3 or less players, a random player will turn into Rock Monkey, which is basically makes it real tag, because only one player can be it anyway. The next mode is the Hunt mode. This mode, you're not after like random people, but a clear target. The gorilla is equipped with a watch. This tells the target's name, fur color, the cosmetics they have on, and how far away they are from you. This gives a clear indication and information to where your target is. This all seems easy, but you have to understand that you're being targeted as well, which adds a sense of caution around anyone. Once you're tagged, you don't become Lava Monkey like last time, but you turn into a new type, the Water Monkey. This round has 2 declared winners, as the last 2 players remaining that aren't tagged. The next game mode is Paintball. This mode shows instead of everybody going after each other, they're split into 2 teams, blue and orange. In this mode, you have a slingshot on your chest. The slingshot fires, well, paintballs. With precision, you can hit opposing players, causing them to lose life. Every team member starts the round with 3 balloons above their heads. These balloons indicate how many lives they have. Once all the balloons are popped, or lives lost, the player turns into Paint Monkey. This again indicates to the other players that you're tagged and not to go after you. If the last player on the blue team is alive, the blue team wins, and vice versa. Now the final game mode is Casual. This isn't really a game mode because there's no competitive factor here, hence the name Casual. This mode is a nice mode to talk to people, meet friends, you know. You can play all these modes in 3 separate game modes: Default, Competitive, and Minigames. Default is, well, default. Competitive is for competitive players, and Minigames is for people who want to play minigames. Where do we play these minigames? Well, all the maps. The first is the most basic map, the Forest. This map houses competitive competitions and more. You can learn most skills in this map. This was the first map in the game and is, well, the most recognizable. The next map is Caves. Fortunately, as of late, Caves is blocked off, for now, making it impossible to get down. unless you're like me and like glitching out of the map. But anyway, Cave is my favorite map in the game, hence my Caves badge. The cave is split into two maps, Caves and Mines. Caves is a stone-surrounded area with tons of multicolored crystals. Mines is a combination of dark corridors with little boxes throughout it. This map is notorious for housing many minigames. There are 5 exits back into caves from mines. This map also holds the best song in the game, Cave Wave. The next map is Canyons. This map is, well, a bunch of canyons, holding many nooks and crannies to hide in. Now, this map can also be split into two, but not for the same reason. This time, it's split by update. Old Canyons was just a boring map that never got any cool updates on any of the holiday updates. But New Canyons is radically different. They added rope swings, zip lines, boxes, screws, and platforms. I will be making a totally different video explaining this, so stay tuned for that. The next map is City. This is just a pass-through kind of map. In this map, you can buy in-game cosmetics and play minigames. The default setting for this map in a public lobby is casual. In private codes, you can make it infection and all that. This map also holds a parkour course. When completed, you can unlock the competitive queue. Next is the Mountains or Ice map. This map is one of my personal least favorite maps. Like Canyons, the map got a remaster as well, but it didn't make it any better, honestly. In this map, you can slide on walls, the floor, and, well, the slide. It's a very blue map, but that's pretty much all there is about it. Next is Clouds. I feel the same way about Clouds that I do about Mountains. There are cool little wind tunnels and huts, but when it comes to the atmosphere, it fails. Overall, it's an okay map, but it could have been a lot more. Then we have the Basement, which is by far the coolest map in Gorilla Tag. The map holds a nice chill atmosphere with a little horror mode within it. Introduced in the Christmas 2022 update, if you run into a little tunnel, you'll get smaller. People outside the little maze can see you're in it and seeing you crawling around like little ants, while you look up to them like giants. There are 2 little monsters in here called Monke Eyes, and if you run into them in the maze, they will put you through the floor. If you get the right spot, you can fall into a little cell that has a tiny tunnel that leads you out of the maze. Once you get out, you're still small, crawling through the map, which is awesome. Overall, Basement is a really cool map with a really cool concept. But we have one more. Last but not least is Beach Map. At the time of this video, it's the most recent map. It starts off with what used to be Secret Tunnel, a concrete corridor leading to a water deposit and a zip line. At the end of it, a rope leading all the way up to the beach map. Now, what does Beach Map has to offer? Well, a lot. There's a zip line roughly going throughout the entire map, a broken down pirate ship with ropes everywhere, broken down mini castles, water polo, and a lot more. I would say that this is the most compact map of the game with so much to offer. Well, that's all the maps for now, and we're all excited to see what maps are coming out next. From the game modes to the maps, the game queues to the skills, the private to the public, the noobs to the gods, the lava to the water, the glitches to the patches, the game to the people, the TikTokers to the YouTubers, the haters and the community. All these factors contribute to why Gorilla Tag is so unique. To anyone who watched this video, thank you. I really appreciate it. This video took a long time to make and a lot of time just spending, I could have been out doing more stuff, but I had to basically waste my time doing this. But if you liked it, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Join the Discord. It's all in the link in the description. And yeah, you guys have a really great day.